Okay, so here's the scenario. Um, Parent A finds out in March of their child's junior year that their child is so far behind that it's going to take 4 or 5 classes to graduate. Two or three of those need to be taken over the summer, um, at the cost of $300 a class, and the remaining are also have to be taken in the evening at that cost, um, for public school. Um, Parent B finds out also at the same time that their child needs one more class, one more class than they can take during their senior year to graduate, and they have to uh, also take that class during the summer, um, at a fee. And this is happening more and more in my area where, um, rising seniors are finding out that they will not be rising seniors if they don't pay, to take extra classes. In some cases, the classes that need to be taken were due to failure. In some cases, those failures were due to classes being assigned out of order, i.e., a child given chemistry or physics without having taken algebra 2 or geometry. uh, it can't be done. Or a child being loaded down with AP classes when that's just not really necessary. I mean, AP is great and all, but do you really need to take an AP in math and language and history and science and Spanish? No. Take an AP in your strongest area. If that's math, take it in math. If that's language arts, take a language arts. The rest of the classes can be regular college prep. So it seems like these kids are being put in a position where, they're not going through the senior year prepared to graduate. And so then the parents are being hit up to pay for extra classes so that the child can graduate. Not all parents can afford this. What blows my mind even more is that some of the classes that the parents are being paid to take are provided free to homeschoolers. So if I don't have to pay for my son to take, um, physics online with the county, why does a public school parent have to pay that? Um, and if you're going to assign a child to art classes for his junior year, why are they now behind, in science because you assigned them art instead of science? Or, um, why did you assign a child chemistry when they didn't finish geometry successfully? Shouldn't they have retaken geometry and then taken chemistry? So, I'm not saying it's all the school's fault. I'm not saying it's all the students' fault, but I'm saying a watchful guidance counselor would have been able to better direct the child and not weigh a hurting parent down financially so that the child could graduate. Because I'm telling you, these kids, when they find out that they're not going to graduate, or they don't have the means to take the extra classes to graduate, or it's just too much loaded on them in their senior year and they're not going to graduate, guess what? They become our dropouts. You know? Fortunately, there are ways that a student can graduate. There are online schools that, still cost, but cost less, that, the child can utilize to graduate. Um, but I'm just blown away by the scenario that I've seen. The first time I saw it, I thought, this is interesting. So then I started asking around, and I'm like, oh, wait, this is pandemic. This isn't just a one-time thing. I just have to ask the question, is your senior ready to graduate? Oh, no, we have to pay to take extra classes. I'm like, again, another person? Interesting. Um, Guidance counselors aren't guiding. No, they're not. Parents, you are your child's guidance counselor. Be aware of what they've taken, be aware of what they need to take, be aware of what's required to graduate, because if you don't watch that checklist and keep it yourself, nobody else is doing it. And it's going to cost money out of your pocket if things get backed up. And it's going to cost your child's future if they get discouraged. That's all for now. Any questions, any comments, leave them. Bye.